We've been waiting all day for this one, baby. Europe taking on North America. Moist, FaZe.
A classic in the making. Heroes versus villains. Joyo versus First Killer. FaZe Clan versus Moist.
Let's get into this one. And it's Moist winning the kickoff, but First Killer's there this side, FaZe Clan. As we said, it feels like they're the villains of the World Championships. We heard the boos ring around the arena. How do they focus now and respond? Or is it gonna be Joyo? Who else kicking off this best of sevens?
Straight off the mark, Joyo. Putting his foot forward as one of the best players of the land. First goal up against FaZe.
Joyo, he has been that man for Moist Esports this entire World Championships.
And last year, London, the MVP of LAN. He's got not just a fantastic performance, typical, looks for the shot, but he's also got a 3-0 record up against First Killer and typical.
A great save from Juicy as well, the lone Frenchman in this matchup. Perhaps winning a bit of this crowd here. We know there's a lot of fans. Go!
Joyo 2 from 2!
He's got a brace in 40 seconds. There's something about this guy that says he's making it to Sunday.
Anytime he's close to the ball, the crowd gets behind him. They're chanting his name. Moist Esports have done this in 45 seconds. They've put FaZe Clan on the back foot.
The worst possible start for FaZe as well. We heard the reception from the crowd. They want to get off to a hot start. There's Juicy trying to get involved. Couldn't quite get that one on target. FaZe need to answer back. Is it going to be typical here? Gets it on target. There's Joyo. Off the backboard, he's controlling, and as I said, he's been that man so far, but missed is pushing forward. Juicy with a big clear.
Saw it yesterday as well. We talk about First Killer, Fourth Killer, the player on LAN who always consistently performs top 4. Yesterday was only able to get that one goal.
Joyo's such a LAN boy ever since we saw it. In the LA Major last year, he started shaky, but then they made the grand final, made a huge run against G2. They've won a major, and there's the response. Joyo versus First Killer.
And First Killer versus the world. I have not seen a reception like this at any LAN in the last 10 years.
I'd just about say it's quite frosty in here. As FaZe do answer back, they get the first on the board. That's huge. They need to build some momentum, as I said. Moist could easily run away with this. It feels like 100% of the crowd are behind them. Moist need to use, or FaZe should I say, need to use all they've got here. FK with a great save.
It's going to be a tough mental battle for them, knowing that every goal, every player, and every viewer is looking against them. Have to stay on top 4. Mist almost gets the bump, and it does cause Juicy to go sailing past. Typical will have an extra chance here. First Killer now has to get a good 50, and he does, but Juicy will be able to follow up, apply some more pressure.
Yeah, Miz gets in control in the corner. All three of FaZe are in trouble. Here's Cash, goes for the shot, blocked out by FK. One more touch, Juicy up as well. Moist, they want to extend that lead again. They want to get that 2-goal advantage. FaZe just hang on for now. Here's Cash off the sideball, meets Mist. He's got a bit of time and space off the side. Juicy meets him again. Moist, half the game left now. They want to be taking this game one. Don't want to give FaZe any sort of momentum.
Moist getting a little antsy too, sending too many players towards the ball. FaZe Clan, as a team that can sit back and go for a quick counter, may be able to take advantage. Halfway through, Typical is missed, and that's going to hurt badly. It's going to hurt with Juicy getting a corner. Will there be the follow-up? Cash? It goes wide.
The cannon just off target early. Couldn't quite find the top corner. Here's Miss pushing forward again. FaZe trying to get that equaliser. The cannon stands one downfield atop the bar. Joyo hat-trick!
He's on fire. Düsseldorf bowing down. Joyo Kami. Joyo God.
Moist 3-1. They gain that 2-goal lead, that all-important gap for FaZe to try and close. Here's Typical now, right off the kickoff. Joyo again, doing it at both ends. Misses the second touch, First Killer. If there's anyone, it's going to be that man from FaZe. Couldn't quite get it to work.
FaZe Clan, they've only got a minute 50 now. Not too many chances in front, but first killer! He's ground pitch to Juicy, can't reach!
The Joyo versus first killer show. FK's got 2, Joyo's got 3.
Unbelievable.
So much time left.
Whenever chips look down, it will be first killer to step up. A refreshed, rejuvenated FaZe Clan. Still 1 goal behind, but we'll be looking for a valiant effort.
Great kickoff though, Superkill able to grab the corner boost. Joyo meets him on the backboard. Trying to work this one out. FK bumped. The cannon's there, trying to get a bump on this. Goes over the top, FK dives off the post. Juicy has to track back. Joyo both in the same spot. A bit awkward here from Moist. That's a great pass central. Juicy turns in time. Moist just trying to kill a little bit of time off the clock here.
We see some nerves from FaZe Clan too. This 1 minute on the clock starting to weigh heavily on their minds as they push up into incredibly difficult, aggressive positions. Have been pinned at the back half now. Missed, has the support across, but intercepted. Typical now goes high.
He's got the beat. Oh, Joyo just gets a touch. Cash has to pop that one to first killer. Joyo ball chasing, but we love it. Here's first killer now on the sidewall. Juicy, he reads the fake and he's up again. Miss meets him in the midfield. Both of Moist here now, 45 seconds. They want one more. FaZe have to close.
Joyo backs off. They want to hold on to this 1 goal lead. They aren't going to push their luck just yet. Typical pushing towards that ball, but it's a clear out from Cash. It's on target. Miss just gets back.
There's the cannon again. He's fired one from the other side of the field. On target, Miss gets back in time. FaZe, 23 seconds. What can they do? Can we get an overtime?
Just hitting it into the roof to keep it away from FaZe Clan. Force them to use a bit more boost, but missed his first to that ball. Juicy at his first World Championship, able to get a pass across to Kami. To Cash, who again in typical position with 0 boost, but is cleared out by Juicy.
Juicy fires one on net. It's got to be in! That'll be Moist taking game 1.
They take the momentum. Juicy takes the goal. 2 rookies lead from the back. Moist Esports, 2 goals in the lead. FaZe Clan just have to do whatever they can.
There's just no time left at all here as Cash. He's just got to try and get this one on the ground. The perfect start from Moist. The perfect start for Joyo getting that hat trick.
You wake up and you hope that you're going to get a hat trick. Joyo gets it first game. He's putting his stamp down, not just for the MVP of the wild card, not just maybe for the MVP of groups, but if he can keep this form up, he is going to be incredible throughout this tournament.
580 points from Joyo, 582 from first killer. If we've ever seen 2 Titans getting to work, it's right here, right now.
I knew it was going to be the case. First killer has averaged 5th placement at LAN, and that's because of that 1 poor performance all the way back at the London Major, the same one that Joyo was victorious in. And yet, you can never back down. When you look at first killer, you always got to put him up there amongst the very best in the world.
What a start there from Joyo. First killer tried to answer back, but it was all Moist Esports. It's not quite Vitality just yet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we might be seeing them on Sunday. As the crowd is well and truly alive. I have not seen a day 1 crowd.
Yeah, the best crowd in the world. Surely you're all going for Moist in game 2 as well. No?
It's pumping in the door. But they're still not a fan of the cheese man. Here we go, game 2. It's missed off the sidewall, saved out again. This time, it is the cannon to get the save. First killer tracks back in time. Ball in the air, it's over the top. Juicy has to go, makes the save.
FaZe Clan with their first attack starting the siege. They don't have any boost to continue it, and that's allowed Cash to get down to the other end. Joyo does have a follow-up touch, and this time first killer gets the bump to keep Joyo out of it.
Great defensive work early from FaZe. This is what they want, not to concede an early goal. Cash makes an awkward touch, can't get a follow-up. There's first killer, has to get the bump, finds the bump. The shot can't come through because Joyo's there! Because Joyo is always there!
Goal number 4 for Joyo! He can't be stopped right now in the Dorf. He's caught all of FaZe Clan off guard.
Just one step ahead, time and time again is Joyo and this Moist Esports lineup. They get the first goal of game 2. It's a similar story to game 1, but can FaZe answer back right away.
Typical tries. Unfortunately for him, Moist Esports have been strong in their aerial defense. They've covered a lot of these plays well. First Killer has a pass down to Typical, takes an early shot. Juicy's back there. He is demoed out though. A chance for First Killer to pass it back to Mist.
Leaves it to Mist and does get around Joyo as well. He's got to look for a bump because Typical's there. Typical fires, cannon save. FK follow-up wide as well. FaZe, that's an opportunity going begging, but here's the counter-attack. Juicy has a flip reset, fakes it out, doesn't use it. The cannon is coming in strong as well, but Mist meets him in the air.
Moist Esports happy to see FaZe send too many of the ball. Juicy down. He's faked out First Killer. Another person past the ball is Typical. Right in the center for Joyo.
He pre-flips, but it's off the post. FaZe just getting a hand in there. Juicy pushing again. They want 2 right now, Moist. They have all the control. FaZe just have to sit back and let them come to them. And here's Joyo now. He's got a little bit to work with off the side. 20 boost. Typical meets him, but it's a poor touch. Cannon can't quite get it to work. Hands it to First Killer.
Midfield line being held by Juicy. That is his goal. Try and get Cash and Joyo to move forward. Cover them from behind, and he's done this beautifully so far. Kept FaZe Clan to 0 goals, but will it be a matter of time as First Killer gets a second touch?
Yeah, he's looking for demos as well. He does find one. It's on Joyo. That's the best man to get. Here's Typical. Gets a shot on net. FaZe answer back. We're all square.
I do love this from First Killer. Many have criticized him in the past for being too greedy on the play. This time gets the second touch, immediately goes for the demo to open up the net so his teammates can get involved.
Much better from FaZe, and that's what First Killer perhaps has been criticised of in the past, not doing the team things, but right there is a perfect example of what he needs to do for this lineup. Help get that goal, and here he is again making a defensive effort.
Yes, the defensive player, not just for FaZe Clan, but pretty much every team he's been on. He's been one of the best in North America. Challenging out early, will get beaten by Juicy, who almost did it by himself.
He got 3 on it and almost found the net as well. Oh, the Cash's backflip. Joyo says, I'll take that one every day of the week. He's got a flip as well. Mist and Typical both there to help out. This is what Joyo does. He causes panic in the defense, but they work it out here. First Killer cuts across, finds a different angle on the ball. Shot on net. Juicy has to pre-jump, but he finds it.
How can somebody at their first World Championship be so ready to pre-jump on the line? First Killer takes the shot. This time it's Cash to make the save. Joyo gets it out.
He's always catching his ball. It just shows how much confidence he has. He goes for a must. He doesn't find it. Here's Mist. Plays the low 50. Bumped out by Juicy. Moist want another. Flick on net. Cash just passes it across to Joyo. He has to go off the corner. He does get around one. FK grabs boost. Fake comes through off the backboard. It's going to be a tough shot, but if anyone can hit it, it's the cannon. Double save. FaZe make it work.
This is getting close, and First Killer has released that pressure valve to get them out, to get them some more boost too. They are in a good position here. Juicy has to do his best to beat one. Mist beats him in return. And Joyo is just doing anything to get around it. He's got the second touch. That's enough.
Yeah, FaZe backing up. Mist has no boost, has to go all the way back into the corner. That's the end of the offense. Might be the start of Moist. As Juicy gets into the corner, finds himself against Typical, bumped off it. Here is Cash off the backboard, cleared by Mist, a massive clear as well. Joyo just has to parry it to the side.
To get that power and not hit the roof shows the class of Mist, but Juicy now has room on the ball. Going for the air dribble bump, misses it.
Almost getting to work there, and this is what Moist want. They want these air dribbles, they want the mechanic on display. It's a massive mistake!
That is the biggest error you could possibly make on the world stage. And that might lose him the game.
Cash just knocking Joyo off the ball. Open net FaZe Clan, 31 seconds. This is going to be the biggest test of their mindset. Can they bounce back as a team? Does that tilt this lineup?
A head-enhanced moment. Their mentality coach always wants them to get the first goal. But can he bring them back from one of the biggest disaster classes we've seen this tournament? This might be it. Juicy doesn't have boost.
He Can't get it there, and Miss grabs the 100 as well. Joyo just throws himself. He's trying to find a bump. Cash gets bumped as well. First killer, he knows this situation. He's trying to get it on the ground. Miss there as well. Just trying to block this one down. The ball is still alive. Cash is here. Typical, trying to find it. The ball's still up somehow. Juicy, does he have boost to work with? Fires it across. Miss there. He's going to drop it down. FaZe equalise.
This seemed a possibility. You always thought that Moist were in a chance. FaZe Clan settling their debt and tying up the series.
Craftman over there, probably not North America's biggest fan at the moment with that sign as FaZe. That's a great response. Moist could have easily run away after game one. Joyo with the hat trick, but they nullified him. We saw the demos. FK getting the demo on Joyo in defense, worrying him out of it. And then that costly mistake, really, I mean, that sealed game two.
A much more grindy game from FaZe, which I definitely like.
Yep.
Trying to just send one person forward, draw out Moist Esports, maybe draw out some of their boost as well. And that allows them to get the counterattack. Come on, Düsseldorf!
There's a bit of atmosphere at the moment. I've not seen such a one-sided crowd providing the action. The Dorf is pumping and the Dorf is wet.
Game number 3. An important one that may just decide the series. Let's get into it. FaZe Clan fighting back and Moist return in kind.
You just know we're going to get a series. It's action-packed so far. As we said, those two have been at each other's throats. First clear and Joyo again meeting each other in the air. Miss tries to find the pass. Cash reads it. Joyo, solo play, flicks it over. FK is typical, can't get a touch. Huge whip, but missed. That's a great rotation.
The booming flick was almost enough to take out all of FaZe Clan, but it does go too far to the left of the net. Now Joyo takes it high, has the flip reset, has the first touch, beats out Typical. First killer on the backboard, ready for it.
Joyo on first killer. Here's Miss though, gets a huge clear. Juicy just keeps it alive. He still has boost, that's a fantastic touch. It's just ruined that offense from FaZe. Joyo underneath, trying to get the handoff, couldn't quite get it. More 50s coming through from Moist. They get possession finally. Here's Joyo, flip reset, goes low, low 50 again. Cash. More contest here as Miss pushes forward. Juicy has to track back. Typical wants it. Flick on net, but Juicy challenges in time.
Juicy's been doing so well on the defense. I mean, that goal in the last game, that was on Joyo and Cash. When Juicy's back there, he's so good at getting up to the ball and slowing it down, letting his teammates get in. A pass down to Joyo. Missed once again. That backboard from FaZe is impenetrable.
All of FaZe so ready for the three-man pass play there as big hit clear comes in from Cash. Juicy finds a free touch as well. FaZe are very awkward, no one on the backboard. Mist has to go to work. Does so, gets demoed in the process. Here's Joyo with a huge beat. Can he get one more? Typical's in big trouble. Typical bumped down.
No one can stop Joyo at this point. He's hit it high off the top corner. Another crazy touch, and then the bump to finish it all off.
Placement personified from Cash as well to get the one. And this could be a kickoff goal. Juicy has to go low. Just ran out of boost, didn't have the power, lost supersonic speed. Here's Joyo though. He wants more. Almost gets it over the top. Cash, again, keeping this offense going. Beats one. Typical has to fly as well. It's a poor touch though. He doesn't land and has no boost. Just has to clear the area.
Joyo will slow that ball down. Let Juicy get back and let Cash get in, but Typical has bumped Juicy, and he goes fighting right back.
Yeah, he got cleared out for his troubles there. As now Typical, all three of FaZe in the corner. FK has to get back post. Here's Mist off the back ball now, trying to work it out for FaZe, but again, Moist meeting them. Joyo trying to cut that midfield rotation. Cash sends it downfield. FK, the midfield battle is strong in this one. That's a huge touch. I don't believe it. That's just got it on net. Mist, known for his defensive heroics, steps up again.
Juicy had most of the net to cover and he shot it straight towards Mist, and now he's missed the defense.
Typical has found a way underneath Juicy, taking all the pace off the ball. Juicy expecting that top right corner. It's typical Smarts, too good in this situation.
And I've been so impressed with Juicy throughout this and his defensive stands. It was really that missed opportunity at the other end that might be costly here. He will have to make up for it. FaZe Clan now on the defense, missed up early. Mist is reading these plays perfectly.
Yeah, Joyo looks so dangerous still though. They have to send someone at him straight away to FaZe. FK getting more demos, looking so active in this series. Such a good sign for FaZe Clan's offense. And Mist as well, locking down the defense. Here's FK again, what a first touch. Joyo gets faked. First kill a flip reset, but it lands in front of Juicy, and he's got one. Typical. Such great defense from both sides.
Not often you see somebody challenge into an air dribble, but Juicy does it there. And Kami may follow up, Joyo may follow up with his own. Moist Esports. Still very, very mechanical, but that doesn't matter. FaZe Clan always up to the task of these early challenges. Missed now with a flip reset. You can see FaZe Clan staying very far back, looking to create some pressure here. And Juicy doesn't get to the ball. Joyo has to get a touch out. They are on 0 boost. Moist Esports need to get it clear soon.
A great pass as well. Joyo has to go, does so. He's the one with the boost. Juicy finds 100 as well, but first killer, he wants to take him in a one-on-one. He wants to flip. He got the reset. Saved by Cash.
Panic stations for Moist. They had to send everyone. This will give another chance to FaZe. First killer on the wings, but doesn't get past Cash. Just waiting in the center for the intercept. Joyo gets dunked by Mist. Cleared out just in time.
Okay.
A good redirect as well to follow up.
Couple little skimmy dim sims at Worlds. We love that. Here's Mist though. Firing that one across Juicy. Huge clear. Cash is downfield as well. Just being a nuisance for this FaZe defense. First killer has to fly. Joyo almost on target. Where is the cannon on again? But Mist just so deep in net, working it out.
All of that generated because Typical let the ball pop off the backboard, and it was once again a big save for a Mist.
Have another one.
Will that be a block, Juicy?
He got the reset. And how about a little bump for good measure as well? Over the top of Mist. Typical last. Typical set packing.
Misters defied all gravity on the defense so many times. Juicy finally beating him out and following it up with the second. 18 seconds left. FaZe Clan have a chance.
Moist again, almost letting this lead slip at the death, but here we go. First killer. Who else for FaZe? FaZe Clan, Juicy meets him there. First killer tries to get another 3 seconds. Moist, they want to find the ground. Typical keeping it up. The last chance for FaZe. First killer, what has he got? He opts for the skim. Misses across on the field as well. Typical's there. Ball is still up. FaZe trying, just scratching, kicking, biting. Typical, ball down. Boys get the lead again.
It's taking every ounce of effort from Moist Esports to take these leads. I'm proud that Juicy was the one who, after being questioned, missing that earlier chance, makes up for it, gets them the lead, and gets them the 2-1 in the series.
A huge game 3 there. And it was Cash this time, stepping up, MVP performance, defensively and offensively. He's on FaZe, first kill a little bit quiet for his standards. And just those mistakes that we saw in game 2 from Moist, they didn't quite have them there. That was the difference. But Juicy getting that huge goal, the flip reset into the bump, a huge solo play on LAN at his first World Championships as well.
Cash and Juicy, first World Championship. Juicy his second LAN, and he's already performing like this. He was the only player on Moist who felt like he could beat Mist in the air in this game. You see the power, you can see the power of the fans too. So important to keep that mentality up. When you were a player and the fans were cheering for you, what effect did it have?
Yeah, well, I didn't really score much or, win, so I didn't get cheered. But that's all right.
They cheered you on anyway. They gave it their best. Why didn't you?
Just not good enough. But here we go.
Tell you who is good enough, that man on the camera.
As we approach game 4, all eyes now on the new coach of FaZe Clan. It is Chrome, Mr. Robert Gomez, stepping in for the World Championships, his first event with this team. And boy, he's gonna have to earn his money here. Yummy cheese, man.
Well, does know the inner workings of Typical. Coached him for quite a long time on SSG. A team that was known for making comebacks, for having a good performance on LAN. Now gonna have to do this with FaZe, with first killer with Mist. Make sure that he has their respect and drill it into them, especially since the crowd are against them. He's got to block them out. Ignore everyone in the house for FaZe Clan and get them going in their own minds. Keep them in a good mental space.
He's spoken as one of the greatest minds in Rocket League, one of the best coaches, an analyst at heart, has all of the strategies in the world, but what can he do when Joyo's on fire and his troops, Cash and Juicy, are right on his tail as well? FaZe Clan in a hostile environment on the other side of the world. They don't want to be here, but boy, do they want to make tomorrow.
Juicy and Cash are the troops. Then they must be the Marines. Moist Esports, 2-1 up in a confident position. They love this early lead. They are a nervous team. They really do get nervous. They get a big anticipation of the stage. But once they get that first game, that first goal, that's when things start to settle. And that's when you start seeing MVP performances from this man, Joyo, who just in this event has become the single player with the most overtime goals on LAN in RLCS history.
It's crazy to think he's the most experienced overtime LAN player that we've got, but alongside him, as we said, 2 Worlds debutants. FaZe Clan, however, they've all been here before. But here we go. Game number 4. Can boys go 3-1 to FaZe tie it up?
A good kickoff, almost from the start, but Juicy is going to play it slowly, but it is advantage to Moist so far.
Again, finds himself on the backboard. Joyo, who else? Flip reset over the top of first killer, follow up, Juicy!
You look at Joyo for a second. If you blink, he's beaten ya. And Juicy saw that Typical was just a little bit late to read that play, and he just goes straight forward, confident in his teammate.
Joyo looking like the fastest player on the pitch by a country mile here. What do FaZe have in the locker? Here it is. First killer is going to fake it out. Typical's underneath him, but he doesn't trust it. More blocks coming through. Joyo this time. Juicy's up, but he slows. Typical double touch. Joyo underneath. They couldn't get it, FaZe.
Juicy went up late just to put some pressure on it. It's not enough. First killer's got the first. They tie it up.
First killer again. It was a beautiful infield from Mist, just firing it off that sidewall. All first killer needed to do was put that thing low. No one in net. Just the backboard defended.
It was trouble from the very start. As soon as they got that ball high above the net, FaZe Clan looking for goal number 2 as well. First killer driving forwards. You see FaZe starting to think on this kickoff. How can they get possession of that ball?
I love how they changed up that offense there. Perhaps that was Coach Chrome in that mini technical timeout, if you would. As Typical has just found an open net.
I don't know why that's open, but I do know why he beat the midfield. Joyo was on the wall, expecting the first touch. Typical just comes straight through, says yoink, and steals the goal.
The back post rotation just didn't quite come through in time there from Moist. A positional misplay, the structure breaking down. Perhaps a sign of things to come. Here's the cannon, though, fires the top corner. Somehow stays out. FaZe! It took all 3, but they made it work.
They almost owned gold, and it somehow worked in their favor. Typical diving across the line. Superhero save. It's going to go around the corner once again. FaZe Clan not out of dodge just yet. Has missed a strong 50. Leads the Typical on the counter-attack.
He's got a reset as well. He's beaten one. Here's Joyo on the backboard. Makes a beautiful touch. First killer just has to shadow defend here. Flicked up from Cash. He's tried to go flip, but couldn't quite get it. Leaves Juicy on an island. First killer goes for the skim. It's on target, but Juicy respects the touch.
Juicy's got a strong 50 there. Doesn't have the boost to follow it up, but he does let his teammates gun forward as well. Here's Joyo, a little time on the ball. First killer gets the bump. He may not be able to get the ball but he still makes sure to get something to help his teammates out.
These Joyo splits have a little bit more spice, typical. This is the touch, Joyo somehow again one step ahead. Here he is, met by Mist, the huge pitch across his first killer. Beating Juicy to the ball, Cash is there as well. Joyo's in trouble, he's getting bumped, but he finds a way through. First killer so active on the offense, looking for the demo.
First killer thought that he was going to jump. Joyo fakes him out by staying on the ground. Took and followed up. Now Juicy has to put in the defensive effort. First killer applying any kind of pressure he can, going up to the ball early, forcing a touch away. Joyo stuck on the backboard, gets the touch as well, gets another, and a flip reset to get it down the other end.
He's popped it up, first killer. He has entered full-on ball chase mode. Perhaps the strategy there coming through from FaZe, playing that first man role, seemingly throwing Moist off so far. First killer has to make the save again, lands awkwardly, shot, top corner, typical ready. Joyo also prepared, he's got a flip, he gets the musty, he's looking for Mist, he finds Cash, but Moist holding on.
Firecracker offense right now for Moist Esports, but no explosion just yet. The net stays safe. Typical avoids the bump. First killer has to go diving. It's an awkward position now from FaZe Clan. They do have the boost and they have reset back into the net. It goes high and first killer has the follow.
Yeah, he does find Typical as well, trying to change the pace of this game, take a little bit off it. Mist is last though. Juicy goes high, Mist on the backboard, 50'd out again. Is there a follow-up? Typical so fast. Cash has to track back and send that one back in the orange end.
This is becoming very back and forth right now, clear after clear. That's in FaZe Clan's favor. They're happy to get the ball to the other end and let Moist Esports waste some of their boost to get it to a teammate. Juicy, gonna play it solo. It's a safe play from Moist Esports. A sign that they're still happy to play standard with 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, safe play. They're a goal down though. Here's a touch again. Joyo, that's a great pass to Cash. What can he do on the ball? Missed again, cuts across, helps out first killer last. More demos coming through. This time it's Typical. Joyo just pre-jumps. He's trying to get the best touch of his life!
This man's unreal! That's a grown man's move right there! Cash will finish it off, but that was on Joyo.
How on earth did he get one more on that? Moist find the equaliser somehow. Joyo again, an inspirational series and maybe an inspirational goal as well. Here's Mist though. Says no thank you, not today.
Anytime Moist look like they might be down to goal, they never look out. FaZe Clan back to square one, but Joyo has Cash in support. Cash is demoed out, the musty did put the thread on, now Typical down the other end. Cash is up to it.
Yeah, Joyo's awkward, does grab the 100 as well though. It's first killer versus Joyo, great touch from FK. Low boost from FaZe, here's Juicy, one extra one, FK back, ball popped down!
Juicy out of nowhere! He's hit the roof, he's hit the double, and he's dunked first killer!
They were a goal down 20 seconds ago, and now they're one in front, 12 seconds left. Can FaZe do anything? Do Moist go 3-1 up? Here's Mist, buys it back for Joyo. Has just been so locked in this series. First killer gets the 50, Juicy gets it down! Match point, Moist.
A historic performance so far from Joyo. If he can put one more game on the board, it may be the best individual performance I've ever seen. This is just incredible. I'm loving this. I'm loving Düsseldorf so far. What a day, what a crowd, and what a performance from Joyo.
How good is the Dorf? And how good is that man Joyo? Surely now, on the other side of things, we get that timeout from FaZe. They've got no more lives left. Have to win 3 on the bounce if they want to advance through this lower bracket, and we do get the timeout.
It's an important timeout. As you said, Robert Chrome Gomez on the sideline has to figure out how to shut down Joyo. TJ, how do you shut down Joyo?
I don't think he can right now. He is just a level above.
And the problem is, you shut down Joyo, Juicy comes through and gets the game winner. Cash, the cannon, scores scores from anywhere. It feels almost hopeless right now. It's a monumental effort. It'll be a special effort if First Killer, if Chrome can rally the troops, can rally FaZe Clan back into this series.
So far, Moist have answered everything FaZe has thrown at them. Last game, it was First Killer, as I said, adopting that first man role, pushing forward, going for demos, cutting rotation. It still didn't work. Moist finding too late and stealing that win there. Game number 4 was Moist. How will game 5 go? Now it is the time. Now Chrome had a little bit of time last time, but as I said now, no more lives left for FaZe. Will they be sent home here on Friday, or can they rally back?
Head towards Deadeye Canyon. Game number 5. Imagine if Moist can settle this debate in 5 games. I think everybody expected this to be a close series. It's purely been the mettle of Moist so far to get them through.
Chrome right now, you can see, just willing his team, giving them clear, concise direction. But can they execute? Here we go, game 5, Moist on match point. They want to send FaZe home in style. FaZe, do they have that response in them?
Their kickoffs have been good, and another great start here. The first 10 seconds gives them every opportunity to get advantage on the boost, but Joyo with an immediate clear. Stops that kickoff from ever developing into more, and a massive dunk from Juicy too helps out.
There's just always someone there from Moist. Their positioning's been flawless. Here is Cash again. This time it is missed, doing that defensive work that he's done for so many seasons now. That's another shot just wide. Joyo's there. Counts it again! How does Joyo keep doing this?
Has he got 10 eyes? He's seeing everything on the pitch. He sees First Killer diving across, but what does he do? Make sure to just be ahead of him, get the pass out, open field for Cash.
We've still got 2 days left. It's a bit early to put in an MVP performance like this. But when else for Joyo against FaZe, against North America, doing it for Europe. Here's Misto, wants it for NA. Cash somehow skims it off his own backboard.
Unbelievable read, a full book on the backboard there. Moist Esports have been solid there as well. Missed off the corner, looking for the double. Juicy up quick.
Yeah, Juicy so well there. There's typical again. This time cuts off Joyo to pass back. It's got to be First Killer coming through. It's helped out by Joyo. FaZe tie up.
He dived early, Joyo, hoping to help out Cash. Stealing it into his own net behind him. Small mistake now, and that's the first entrance for FaZe. They'll be happy to take that one.
And boy, did they need that. Here it is off kickoff. It is Cash trying to find a bump. He's got no boost, but he does find the corner. FK gets around Juicy. Joyo again. Somehow, so much time. Typical. 50s him out. Cash is there, just pops it up midfield, but Mist says, I'll have that one. Flip reset, goes low. Juicy winning that challenge again. FK just tracking back in time. Missed off the corner, grabbing the boost.
First Killer chasing demos, getting in the way, getting touches on the ball from in front of it. Putting so much pressure on, and Joyo comes from the side for the save.
He just knows, he knows what FK is going to do here. Here's Joyo downfield though. Just trying to get in the way of Typical's line. FK has to breach up there. There's a shot on net. FK somehow saves it. Typical putting it to the side. Counter-attack phase. Joyo's there. And has boost over the top. He's gone for the stealing pinch. Miss knows. Misreads it.
Both teams having to hold one person really far back. With FaZe Clan, a quick pass out of defense. In that case, it was Joyo going for the roof pinch to speed up the play. Joyo's got the time. He's got the flip again. Missed. He's been reading those well.
He's such a good defender, Missed. As we've said, First Killer trying to get the counter-attack, but it's Juicy again meeting him there. There's Cash just throwing everything at it. Joyo gets bumped. Could be a one-on-one here. Joyo has to get back in time. Throws it on net. Does FK. As Cash pushes it to the side. It's out central. It's dangerous. Juicy's in big trouble!
FaZe Clan fight back. Missed. Behind the defender, a difficult save for Juicy, having to backflip, reduce his chances of getting a clear at the same time.
That pressure just too much in the end from FaZe. They get the lead. They have to win every game from here on. And this would be the perfect start right now. We've still got over 2 minutes left for Moist to tie it up. Here is First Killer coming more and more online in this series. He's had to change his playstyle a couple of times. That's a huge 50. Cash has to track back, does well, grabs the boost. But FaZe, they're still on the attack.
Typical, constantly hounding the ball. Juicy does manage to beat First Killer, the danger man, and Juicy just has to get it past one more. That's missed. First Killer manages to get back.
Forces the low 50, but again, this could be the perfect chance. Simple has to pre-flip. Juicy's back in time. Just worries about his own corner boost. That's a great pass to Joyo. That's fine on net. FK parries it to the side. Typical now has to throw himself. Juicy gets one, gets two. Missed. Trying to force the ball forward for FaZe. They want one more. He's got a flip reset of his own. He's going low, going the flick. Two members of Moist send it to the side.
Another parry from FaZe. They're on guard in the defense. And that's exactly what they've been known for in the past, but will they be able to defend for another minute 20? We've seen this situation before, and that's when Moist fought back.
That's a great pass from Typical. It's a great play, and it's a great shot, and an even better save from the cannon. Counter-attack. Joyo fires it. FK reaches. Just Moist almost conceding, and then nearly went straight down the other end.
First Killer stands tall on the backboard there, was able to not just get the touch, but the follow-up as well. It's still dangerous here as Joyo moving around the corner. Juicy beats out one. Typical caught underneath. There will still be a chance here. Joyo just tries to keep it pinned in.
Big boost grab there in the center from FK. Can stay downfield now. He can be a part of this attack. Here is missed. Sends it to the center, but Juicy's the only one there. Goes low. First Killer is everywhere. He's pre-jumped off the ceiling for that one. Here's Joyo turning around, trying to get Cash involved, but Mister's got it for free. He misses the second. Joyo's there for the third.
FaZe have put their hands up. They're back into this series. First Killer will just try and run down the clock at this point. 18 seconds is enough to hold on to the 1-goal lead.
It's been a professional game so far from FaZe. As you said, as soon as they got that lead, they've done their best to keep it on, but that's a big miss there from FK Lade. What can Moist do? Oh, that's a big push down the other end from Mist. Cash keeping it alive. Moist trying to end it here in 5. Trying to hit the ground. Cash keeping it up. FK probably just wants this one down more than 1 goal and does so. FaZe stay alive.
They get it back to 1 game. They show that they can dig deep. Once again, First Killer leading from the front. 600 points for him.
He is everywhere right now, First Killer.
So impressive as well, because he's doing all this while chasing demos, while stealing boost. He's not just playing the ball, and yet he's still getting the most saves, scoring the goals for that team.
Distance typical having to take a back seat, but on the other side of things, that was a very quiet game from Joyo and Juicy in comparison to the other 4. How do they come back online? As we said, this side, apart from Joyo's overtime experience, they're the youngsters in this matchup. How do they respond now when the momentum swings the other way?
There's always that advantage, that small advantage that you can get when you are down and you need to win 3 in a row. You get a little bit of well, this is our last effort. This is our last bet. Let's give it our all and play with a little bit more freeness. And I think we saw some of that from FaZe Clan in this game. It's where they can convert that into more momentum.
Tell you what, it's warm in here. I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty hot on that pitch as well. As we gear up for Game 6, FaZe get one back. They still need another to force Champions Field.
FaZe won the last game. Can they evaporate Moist in this one as well? It's been the demo game from FaZe Clan that has brought them right back into it. In this case, have to continue with that. Keep Moist on the back foot.
A little double commit in the defense early from Moist, perhaps showing a little bit of that panic that we didn't see in the first few games, but they do get a chance here. Super's awkward, just gets sent out of the way by Juicy. Mist gets back in time, however. Moist trying to keep this attack going.
Because Mist came from in front of the ball, it did use up all of his boost. It meant that he couldn't get the clear. Can Moist circle it around enough? Joyo beats First Killer, but Mist always there, steadfast in the defense, and now a 2v1 the other way. It's up to Juicy.
He does well. Joyo again knows what he needs to do, just has to get something on that ball. Here's Cash again. Getting a great touch. Juicy grabs the mid boost as well. This could be a great attack here from Moist, but Typical's ready, front post. Juicy off the corner, missed. Says thank you very much. Here's Typical downfield. Joyo's there on the backboard. Typical trying to look for a bump. He's flipping, he's trying, he's reaching, but Joyo's too fast. Joyo's too good. It's FK and Joyo. Two Titans locked together.
The one's experience there, but first killer maybe coming through, able to get a really strong 50 in front of the net. Keep it out of dangerous position. You also see FaZe Clan going deep into the Moist half in order to steal the boost away. Is that going to be enough as Cash comes through?
Tries to drop it down. First killer has to go as well from FaZe. And he's pushing downfield for that boost again. But FaZe aren't out of trouble. Mist has to pre-jump. Perfect first touch. Leads to a second. Finds first killer as well. He fires it off the corner. Juicy's there. Sends it away.
Cash on the fight back now. Typical's going to let it go. And that's going to give room to Joyo off the roof. Mist is back there. Almost dunked.
He almost sniped Joyo off the pre-jump. First killer's got a huge beat. It's going to be a tough angle. He just goes backboard. Typical does as well. Joyo's there to clear. Mist wants to get involved, but just has to hang back for now.
The reactions from Joyo so impressive. He got bumped on the route up to the wall. They're still able to get touch. Another massive demo comes out from Mist. They're gunning it forward. Typical can't beat Juicy. He does manage to recover.
Yeah, he's ducking and diving, but couldn't find a way through. This next goal so important. Mist gets a huge 50, stays behind it. First killer so fast. Cash even faster. Tries to get the dunk! But he just fakes everyone.
Mist has done the unbelievable. Misses that opportunity. Cash has scored the first on the board for Moist.
Just outpaced first killer in the air. And could that be the goal that sends Moist through to Saturday? FaZe have to respond. Juicy wants to finish it now. Joyo turns. Cash goes as well. He's got a flip. Typical meets him there. First killer. Awkward first touch. Follows it up with a 50.
All of Moist Esports just trying to beat one player out with the ball, but
Joyo's awkward.
Has beaten out two. It will be a clear out. Typical is in that side. He's got the follow-up on this one, but Cash up quickly. Now Mist with the chance.
Under 2 minutes now. FaZe have to respond. It is now or never. Their World Championship hopes on the line. Joyo wants to send them home. Mist jumps. Joyo grabs boost. Gets a demo as well. He's off the ceiling. Could this be the one to send FaZe out of it? It's on the net. Typical's there in time.
I was sitting tantalizingly close to a Moist Esports victory. A minute and a half now. FaZe Clan fighting back. But will he be enough to beat out Joyo over the top of Typical? It's gone wide. Mist getting the touch over Juicy.
So awkward, and Cash is firing in the cannon. Trying to pepper that backboard. FK demo. For the sake of it. Here's Typical off the sidewall. Goes a corner to himself. Cash cuts rotation. Joyo's there. Huge second touch. Mist knows. FK's there. Juicy meets and gets demoed. But Joyo's in a one-on-one. It's just Typical. Left goes the musty. I love it.
Mist in position, has to make the save. Manages to do so. First killer in his own spot. First killer over the top, but it's crossbar!
Great positioning from Cash, and now we get the counter-attack. It's Moist Esports trying to call game. First killer again.
Desperation dives left, right, and center.
Here's first killer. Tries to go the solo. Finds Typical. Juicy there as well. We got 40 seconds.
First killer's in center. He's moved back. He's got to follow up on misplay. It almost pitches in.
The Cash just gets back off the sidewall. Met in the air. Juicy outpaces Mist. He has to track back. FaZe need it down the other end.
Great positioning from the rookie Juicy. Now it's Typical's turn. Has it in
Here we
center.
go.
Cash!
It's off the ceiling. No, he has to
And
get
an
one more.
touch.
He does so. Now it's Joyo. He wants to call it for Moist. Mist in big trouble. Saves it out. We got 13 seconds.
It was almost open, but Juicy able to get back. Cash as well gets the touch.
This is it. Cash off the sidewall. Gets through. Mist parries it. FaZe have to find the goal. Moist, they want to send the North Americans home.
And Moist Esports go through!
4-1 Moist Esports. A win for the Europeans early.
The heroes on top. Düsseldorf's favourites. Hugs all round from the Moist Esports crew. But as you can see, the crowd were the ones willing it. And nobody had more will, more strength in that series than Joyo. An absolute MVP performance